Hi there, my name is Megan Alter and I'm running for one of the at-large seats for Iowa City City Council on November 5th. I want to introduce myself to you and explain to you about why I'm running, what my priorities are, and a little bit about what I would be like on the dais. So the question that has to be asked and answered is, why are you running? For me, it's very simple. I want everyone who lives in Iowa City to be able to enjoy it. Iowa City is my chosen home. I've lived here 25 years. I moved here as a graduate student to complete my PhD. I moved from New York City, although I was actually born and raised in the Midwest. But I knew upon coming to Iowa City that I needed somewhere that was easier for me to live. And I found that here in Iowa City. But what amazed me was the fact that I thought I was moving to a Big Ten college town, but it was so much more than that. It's a college town, it's a great place for academics, it's a great place for enthusiasts of the performing arts and books and of nightlife and of restaurants. I was a bartender here for a while. It was fantastic. I got to enjoy that while also the restaurant scene was getting better and better. I met my husband and we started to go around and look around neighborhoods and where do we want to live? Where might we be able to live? We bought our house in the South District about 15 years ago, started raising a family. My kids go to Alexander Elementary. And so I now see all the things that Iowa City is for families. There's all of this that we can take advantage of. But what I've also learned is that through my volunteering over the past several years, I'm also a Housing and Community Development Commissioner, that need is great in the city. There's a lot of people who are struggling on a daily basis. And so the things that I just talked about and that I've been able to enjoy are not things that everyone can. I want to be on City Council so I can help change that. So what are the priorities? Affordable housing has got to still be a steady cadence. We have to find innovative solutions that can be brought to people more quickly. I love what current council has done and the priority that they have set. But now I want to be on the council that helps move that needle more so that more people can access affordable housing and we don't continue to become a city of haves and have-nots in terms of real estate and rent. Another major priority is actually more access to childcare. This isn't something that's actually really talked about a lot at a local level, but it is a community problem and it's time for council to get involved so that we can have public, private, and governmental partnerships to be able to solve for this problem. No one should have to turn down a job because they don't have childcare. A third major concern that I started my campaign on, in fact, is about overhauling public transportation. It's fantastic that the study is in the works, but we need to listen to what residents have been saying and what I experienced for the first 7 years without a car here. We need Sunday service, we need extended hours, we need to worry about how to get from east to west without having to go through downtown. These are things that I think we can do as a pilot program so that we can actually get feedback, correct, iterate, and make it sustainable. Qualitative data, or the stories from you, the residents, are just as important as quantitative data from an expert. So those are three main components, but underlying both parts has to be a shift in the way that we make decisions, or to continue a drumbeat, if you will, on how we make decisions, and that has to do with equity and climate action. My entire campaign has been set up as making Iowa City more equitable and therefore better for all. I will continue that. It has to be woven into the fabric of our decision making. And similarly with climate action, and the mandate has come from you, the next council, as well as current council, has to build that into how do we consider development, how do we consider the ways that we're going to make our community better, and how do we get to make those changes as a community. These are things that I would bring to the table and that I would put up there on the dais. As a council member, I'm pretty forthright, I'm very accessible. I do have a good sense of humor, but I'm also very impatient. I consider that to be a productive thing. I will be there to make sure that what I'm talking about gets to the attention of the rest of council and that we're listening to you, the residents, to make sure that we can make changes that are good for all. My name is Megan Alter, and I'm running for one of the at-large seats for Iowa City City Council on November 5th. I hope to have your vote. Thanks.